Ritual abuse in childhood. The Luciferian cult passed their own kids around for programming and sexual abuse for the purpose of preparing them to carry on the activities of the cult, as these children will rise to power one day and be required to rule with an iron fist. Ritual abuse is the systematic destruction of neurons in the brain. Healthy neurons are needed to help progress natural human characteristics. This kills the human heart and turns it black, a heart center devoid of love, compassion, and truth, and authentic being. This severely damages the light body by creating holes and tears in the layers, creating bindings between the person and demonic entities on the astral plane for the purpose of generating attachments and possession in that individual, to incite the trauma needed for maximum damage of the human consciousness.
Pay attention.
They repeat the trauma over and over to literally create brain damage so that the child's brain will not develop properly into adulthood, because the actual neurons have been burned out from the intense voltage of the traumatic experiences that they have had, and this burns out the circuits in the brain.
Burns out the circuits
The
in
trauma,
the brain.
mind control,
Y'all hear that
and
shit?
physical abuse repeated during childhood is how psychopaths and serial killers can actually be molded, shaped, and generated into adulthood.
Hurt people.
This is the result they want, and this is very hard for a sane person to understand. But we need to wake up to this and try to understand it, because we are being ruled and governed by these people who have split personalities, alternate personalities running the show, as well as partial to full dark entity possessions while this activity is happening behind the scenes in secret.
Right. Pay attention.
The Luciferian and satanic cults have devised specific blueprints for ritual abuse, mind control to systematically create psychopaths from specific methodical and premeditated abuses that can program certain characteristics that the cult can exploit for their agenda.
What JC
As
say?
a result, they have shaped demoralizing and dehumanizing spiritual beliefs and spiritual systems into this world, because they are aware spiritual suffering causes a culture to be damaged and weakened.
Yeah. See?
Therefore, they can exploit, control, and manipulate humanity through their deceptions. See Death Cult Ideology. Child abuse and child sacrifice. Child abuse and child sacrifice is an archontic deception strategy of the Na. The Na and Satanists prefer to use children as targets in order to harvest negative emotional energy or loosh, and as a result, child abuse, child sex slavery, child porn, child organ harvesting, and child sacrifice are immensely profitable for those in the criminal network.
Wow.
See child sexual abuse. Human trafficking. Currently, the world slavery system is used to parasitize soul energy but also to superimpose karmic exchanges on the masses, and is an important reason the Na fight so hard to retain their control and access over Earth and the trafficking of its inhabitants.
Listen.
It is estimated that at least 8 million children worldwide